everybody, welcome back to the Peebs channel. I'm here today in my room for a special video, something a little bit different than what we would normally do on the channel. I'm gonna be going over every single game on my game shelf with you guys. I have quite a bit of games that I have collected over the past... How old am I again? I'm trying to think, probably, when did I start getting games on my own? I don't know, I got some of these games even when I was a little kid. So I'll just say the past, I don't know, 25, 30 or something like that. Some of them I will not have that much to say about, obviously, because we have so many. I'm just gonna go through them, starting probably over here on the Switch, and I kind of have some Nintendo stuff. And then maybe I'll move over a little bit to, like, the more random, weird PC things. Some of these games I have maybe little stories about, or maybe a little something to say about. Some of them might be games you never heard of. Some of them are just like freaking Barbie's Horse Adventure or something, and you know, whatever. I don't know why that's on my shelf, so we'll just go past that one. I got my camera here so we can look at the games. I got this camera here so you can look at me looking at the games. Let's freaking do this, because I got a lot of games, otherwise this video is gonna be like 8 hours long. Alright, starting with this top shelf here, I have, so this is where I kind of, I guess, sort of the Nintendo stuff, and it kind of moves from most recent down to, you know, Gamecube, I guess. First game, it's Animal Crossing New Horizons! I'm usually decent about keeping my games in order. I need to actually go back and play this game after it has all the new stuff added, because I really haven't even seen a lot of the new stuff. Yeah, 1-2 Switch. What a freaking weird game this is. I love Wii Sports. I even love Nintendo Land. But like, what is it with 1-2 Switch? It's partially just because you have to actually pay for it, which sucked. But it's also just kind of a really strange game. It just doesn't even feel like a Nintendo game, really. So I feel like all these little things on the top of my shelf. This is not a video to show off literally all the random crap I have on my shelf, but I will go over some of it. Mario Candy, no! What is this? Danganronpa. I think this is the original game. I actually think someone gifted me this. I've never played the game, but I have seen the anime, actually. Doki Doki Literature Club. I was planning on playing that, but I just never got around to it. Freaking Garfield Kart, best video on the Peebs channel, baby. Go Vacation. I love this game more than it probably deserves. I still wish that Nintendo would make a Go Vacation game, like an actual Nintendo one, not made by Konami or whoever made this. I'm not even sure. If Nintendo made, instead of like a Wii Sports, but they made like a whole island vacation, like you run around on Woohoo Island, that would be like my dream game. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, one of the best games of last year. We got Breath of the Wild, never heard of it. Link's Awakening, I actually really love this remake. Played through that all the way on Twitch. Not only do I have 2 copies of Breath of the Wild, they're like separated by Kirby, or by Link's Awakening rather. I guess one of these was my wife's copy, I guess. I don't know why it's on my shelf. Luigi's Mansion 3, I like this one a lot better than the one on the 3DS, but to be fair, I haven't played it that much. Mario Golf Super Rush, pretty average game right there. Utopia, not an average game. A little too long though. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, yeah, never opened it. I don't know why I buy Pokemon games, because I never actually freaking play them. This Bomberman game, I almost completely forgot about this game. This is a Switch launch title. It's pretty good. Mario 3D All-Stars, aren't they still selling that? Also, let me move my camera a little bit. It's a little too far away. We'll get you guys up close and personal. See, where are we? Smash Brothers! I actually don't really play much Smash Brothers anymore. I used to love Smash Brothers. I mean, I still like it. I'd play it if friends pull it out. But people get too competitive. I don't really like fighting games that much. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Switch Sports! I'm just kidding. I like Switch Sports. It's nowhere near as good as Wii Sports Resort, so mixed feelings about it. 30 great games!
30 great games, 30 great games, 30 great games, yeah, 30 great games.
Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. It's actually a good game. I always forget it freaking exists. Very, very pleasant game. Did they ever port that to the Switch? I feel like they did. Donkey Kong Country. I actually think I got this game for free because I had to buy another Wii U because I bricked my other one. Don't ask why. Especially if you work in Nintendo. And it came with the game, so I picked that one. I haven't played any of the new Donkey Kong games, so I hear they're good. Game & Wario, kind of disappointing game. Oh yeah, by the way, we moved to the Wii U now, in case you didn't notice. WarioWare, very disappointing WarioWare game. I love WarioWare.
Excellent!
There were some cool things about it, though. Me and Jeff played it on PB and Jeff back in the day. I remember there were parts about it that I liked, but overall it's disappointing. It's no WarioWare smooth moves. That's all I'll say. Hyrule Warriors, you know, it's a game. I really don't like Dynasty Warriors. I was optimistic that maybe I would like the Hyrule Warriors games because, you know, I like Zelda. And I liked it for a little bit. But once I finished my video on it, whatever. It's fine. It's just a freaking hack and slash game. Wind Waker! Now, this is a good game. I love that port. Obviously, I covered it in my most recent Zelda video on PeanutButterGamer. But, you know, definitely a great port. Another decent port. I like this game as well. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I only have this on the Wii U because of the hacking Wii U. Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. Yeah, do you remember that game actually came out on the Wii U and not the Switch? I almost completely forgot myself. Mario Party 10, that's okay, we'll put that back. I love all these little things that I put on my shelf. But it does make it really annoying when you're trying to go through all the stuff. I have to keep taking it up. Or when I'm dusting. I have to take all these things down and dust them individually. Mario Tennis, meh. Minecraft Wii U Edition. Now this is the game that made me lose my partnership with Nintendo. I'm being a little hyperbolic. Also, I never really had a partnership, but they used to send me new games and stuff.
Product provided by Nintendo.
I mean, I even got a Switch early. I got to play Mario Odyssey early. I got to play Breath of the Wild early, which really helped for getting those videos done on time. But eventually, it wasn't even Nintendo. It was the company that worked with the Nintendo. They kept sending me games that I didn't ask for, and they'd be like, where's the video? Hey, where's the video on Minecraft Wii U? We sent you that game. Where's the 20-minute video on it? I didn't ask for Minecraft Wii U. I'm not gonna make a Minecraft Wii U video. I'm sorry. Can you please send me Breath of the Wild 2 early, please? I will make a video about that. Another new Super Mario Brothers game. All of those games just melt together as the same game to me. I cannot remember the difference. Nintendo Land, I really, really like this game. It's a shame that you kind of need 5 players to make it good. I mean, to like really get the most out of it, you do need 5 people, yourself included. And they all need to be in person, which doesn't happen that often. But if you do, there's some pretty fun mini games in that game. Pikmin 3, this game is all right. I might play it again before Pikmin 4 comes out. I actually never finished it now that I think about it because my Wii U bricked, as I mentioned, and I was in the middle of playing it when that happened. And it bricked. And I guess I didn't care to go back because I lost my save data. Splatoon! Want a sploon? Mario 3D World, okay, now this is actually a pretty good game. I didn't really give it that much of a chance until we played it on PB and Jeff. It's so much more fun with at least one other player than playing by yourself. Here's Smash Brothers again. Super Mario Maker. Lots of fun times with that game. I'm not too big on making levels though myself. Animal Crossing City Folk. God, I'm starting to get super nostalgic for some of these older Animal Crossing games. Just, I don't know. I like the new one, but this isn't a video to go in on the new Animal Crossing, but there's a lot of stuff about it that just, it doesn't feel the same. Okay, we got a big game. Are you ready for this? We got Club Penguin Game Day, baby. Just gonna put that back. The Conduit. We all remember this groundbreaking first-person shooter for the Wii, right? The Conduit, right? I remember there was people back when the Wii was coming out, they're like, just trust me, it's gonna be awesome because we're gonna have first-person shooters like the Conduit. Yeah, that totally worked out. Cooking Mama. Oh, okay, here's an old blast from the past for me. Cursed Mountain. Did a video on that back in the day. I don't even really know why. I just kind of decided to. Dead Space Extraction. I never hear anyone talk about this. Me and my brother beat this game together in Kentucky when we were on a trip. It's just like a on-rails Dead Space thing. It's kind of weird, a weird choice for a game, but it wasn't bad. The Blob. I've actually never played this. I hear it's good, but I've never played it. Elevis. I've actually never played this. I heard it's good, but I've never played it. Deja Vu. Endless Ocean. This game is pretty fun, actually, for what it's worth. Fortune Street. I'm obsessed with this game. I have friends that actively hate that game, and I always try to get them to play it with me, but they don't want to. Go Vacation. This is the same game as the other one. This is the Wii version before it was ported to the Switch. Guitar Hero 3, I could get rid of this. I'm getting rid of this. I don't need this on my shelf. Bye. Now, Hannah Montana World Tour, though? Now, this I need on the shelf, baby. That's staying. Harry Potter Order in the Phoenix. I actually don't know why I have this. I never played it. Maybe I got it at, yeah, I got it at Goodwill, I think. I don't know why it's up on the shelf instead of in where the rest of my Goodwill stuff is. Harvest Moon Tree Tranquility. This one, this one's kind of overshadowed by Animal Parade for me. I can't remember which one came out first. All right, moving on to the second row. I'm gonna have to speed this up because it's gonna be a long video. Also, I forgot. I won't cover everything on my, every extra thing on my shelf because it'll take too long. But someone made me this. I wish I could remember who it was, but it's obviously a Mario Chaos custom amiibo of Sign. The sign is back, baby. Sign Mario. Some of the stuff I have on my shelf is just like cool stuff that I like that I've had over the years. Some of it is stuff that I had on a video. It's like kind of reminds me of a video, so I like to keep it around. And some of it is stuff that people actually made and sent to me. We have Speak of the Devil, Harvest Moon Animal Parade. Right here, I absolutely love this game. One of my favorite old PBG videos. Imagine Party Babies, that's also a classic. You know, almost just as good as Zelda Twilight Princess. You can quote me on that. Then we have Skyward Sword. Yeah, a lot of people hate on that game. I like it. Little King Story, another game that I've always meant to play and never did. You can tell it is still in the packaging. Mario Party 9! Okay. Put that away. Mario and Sonic at the okay. Mario Strikers Charged! A lot of people really like this version of Mario Strikers. I prefer the original one, personally. I can see why some people like it better. I know, like, Gerard, the completionist, is really into that game. I just like the original one because it's a little bit more like an actual soccer. Like a Mario soccer game, obviously they have special moves and stuff, but it just feels like an actual arcade soccer game with Mario in it, as opposed to, they kept making, like, adding crazier things into it, and it kind of felt less and less like a game, like a soccer game, if that makes sense. My Sims, oh my god. one of the OGs, and of course you have My Sims Kingdoms and My Sims Agents, My Sims Party. I've covered all of those in some form. My Sims Party, I think, was in the Party Games video. Sky Heroes, I never played that. I've never covered that at all. I think it might be a little too late at this point. I'm not sure. Muramasa the Demon Blade, excellent game. I think I put that as like #1 on my top 10 Wii games. That was excluding certain first-party Nintendo games, obviously. Dude, I'm in the credits of this game. NBA Jam, baby. I won that competition. It was a thing that happened. I'm in the game. No More Heroes. That game is, Yeah, and No More Heroes 2. I don't know. I like those games in theory, but in practice, I don't really like them that much. Pikmin! This is a great port. Pikmin 2 also, great port. Price is Right. That's a game you could buy. Punch-Out! This game's fine. What do you guys think of Punch-Out for the Wii? What do you think of it? Leave me a comment. I have nothing to say about it. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Okay. I really have been enjoying the new remake of Resident Evil 4, as I assume a lot of you guys probably have been as well. I am kind of glad that it's different enough from the old games that I still feel like I could go back and play this original version, and it has some things about it that are unique. And I think if I was to go back and play the original, which I'm sure I will someday, I probably won't play the actual original. I will play the Wii version because I like that port. I liked a lot of the Wii Motion ports that they did, like Pikmin and Resident Evil 4. Rune Factory Frontier, great game. I've always wanted to cover that in a full-length video. I just don't know if the amount of time it takes to make a video on that kind of game versus how many people actually want to see it would be worth it. Sonic Colors, Super Mario. Here's another new Super Mario Brothers game. Why do I have all these when I don't care about them? I don't know. Super Mario Galaxy, wonderful game. Galaxy 2. Wonderful game. Sin and Punishment. This was a game that people told me about on Twitter when I was asking for what Wii games for the people like that I might be missing for the top 10 Wii games. That was one of them, and I ended up really enjoying it. Tamagotchi Party On. You'd think this game would be good. It's not. It looks cute. Don't fall for it. Tatsunoko. How do you pronounce this again? Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I actually have this game, even though I don't like fighting games, because I was doing a tournament in SGC, Screw Attack Gaming Convention, back in the day. Where they did this tournament called the Iron Man of Gaming Tournament, and it was basically they would take a game from like almost every kind of genre, and you would compete in all of them. It was supposed to see who is the best actual gamer. I used to love doing that tournament. This was one of the games. I practiced that game a lot. Lost in the first round. You know, it is what it is. Wii Ski and Snowboard. I am a little bit obsessed with this game, actually. I don't even really know why I like that game so much. Wheel of Fortune. Wii Music. Okay, there's an interesting game. I'd love to have a reason to talk about that at some point. Wii Sports Resort! Legit, one of my favorite games ever. I don't care what anybody says. I've got Wii Cheer 2. I don't know why I kept this on my shelf. I guess it was good enough to go on the shelf. Had it for Goodwill Games number 10. It made the cut to get on the shelf. Now, a game that I'm not surprised I put on the shelf. Wipeout? This game is legit hilarious. I actually love that game. And the last game I have for the Wii, on my shelf anyway, is Zack and Wiki. Another game that I played for the first time for that Wii Top 10 video that ended up really liking. All right, we're moving on to the GameCube now. We got Animal Crossing. I mean, what is there to say about Animal Crossing that hasn't already been said? That's like one of the, like, every, like, YouTube video starts with that. And, like, top 10 segments back in the day. Number 8, Animal Crossing. What could be said about Animal Crossing that hasn't already been said? I'm probably guilty of doing that at least once in my life. Chibi Robo. I love this game so much. The original, that is. I heard the 3DS one's bad. And I heard that Scott the Woz talked about it. So, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I actually am going to be playing that game. Anytime I mention Chibi Robo, someone's like, did you know Scott the Woz talked about that Chibi Robo game for the 3DS? It's like, yeah, I did know that. I did know that, actually. I'm going to be playing that game for the first time, coming up before too long. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Very, very funny game, actually. Extreme Skate. We covered this in the Rip-Off Games video on PeanutButterGamer recently. Actually, surprisingly a good game because it was made by the people who made the original Tony Hawk. Disney Party. Sure is a game. Eternal Darkness. I thought, why did I read that as Emerald at first? This is Eternal Darkness, a great game as well for the GameCube. I will say, like, a cult classic hit, I guess. Here's a soccer game. I will tell this story. I played this soccer game. Wells, are you listening? Wells, do you watch my videos, Wells? Why didn't I went to your house, Wells? I brought this soccer game. I told you how to play. I taught you how to play. We played on the same team. I kept passing you the ball to try to make you score. And then Wells scored a goal. We were like, yeah, we were best buds. And then we switched to your football game. And you wouldn't tell me how to play. And you played against me. And you kept kicking my ass. And you wouldn't tell me how to play. Yeah, Wells, I didn't forget about that. All right? You're on my list, Wells. No, just kidding, Wills. Hope you're doing good. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I actually wrote an entire script for a PBG video for this game. I played all the way through, wrote the entire script, and was like, this script sucks. And I trashed it. And that was back in the day. So you know it must have been bad. If even back in the day I trashed the video. Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Love this game. Hopefully the remake is good that's coming out. I'm not sure. I'm a little skeptical. We'll see. Harvest Moon: Magical Melody. Another great Harvest Moon game. Ikaruga. This game is great. It's a space shooty game where things are either black or white or whatever the colors are. Very fun. If I recall, I talked about it. Maybe top 10 GameCube games? Zelda 4 Swords. I would always love to actually beat this game, but I've never had 3 other people that had Game Boy Advance cables, so hasn't happened. Wind Waker. Sucks. Sucks. This Lord of the Rings game, had a lot of fun with that back in the day. Luigi's Mansion. Oh my god. One of my favorite launch titles. Mario Golf. Now this was actually a good Mario Golf game if I recall, the GameCube version. Mario Party 4. Totally, very solid Mario Party entry. My arm is getting tired. MC Grooves. This game sucks. Monsters Inc. This game sucks. Party Blast. This game sucks. But is just all my crappy GameCube games in a row? Is this where I keep them? Pokemon Chain. This game also kind of sucks. Resident Evil 4. Here's the original. I remember this was an M-rated game. I was not old enough to buy it. I remember calling my dad when it came out and was like, "Hey Dad, can you pick up a game for me from GameStop?" Yeah, it's called Resident Evil 4. And he's like, "Okay." And I was like, hopefully he doesn't ask or doesn't realize that it's rated M. I wasn't sure if he was gonna come home with it or came home with it. No questions asked. Dad's so chill, right? And then I made sure to shut the door when Leon's head was getting sawed off. Ribbit King. This is a super cool game. Actually, pretty rare game. Sega Soccer Slam. Love that game. I actually was playing this recently on my Steam Deck. I used to play that game all the time when I was a kid. I was very into soccer when I was growing up. Shrek Extra Large. Oh my god, I'm getting bad memories. Shrek Super Party. Actually better than the other game, but still sucks. Another great game, Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh, holy crap. One of my favorite games growing up. Sonic Heroes. Not one of my favorite games growing up. Soul Calibur 2. Pretty fun fighting game. It's one of the few fighting game series I can think of where you actually have swords and stuff, so I always thought it was cool as a kid. Rogue Leader, excellent game. Very, very good. Super Mario Strikers, yeah, this is the version of Mario Strikers that I like the most. I don't think that's a super popular opinion, but Mario Sunshine. Yeah, sure is one of the 3D Mario games. It sure is. Nah, it's a great game. I kind of crap on it, but it's really what it comes down to. I didn't play it when I was growing up, so I don't have the nostalgia for it. So it's easier for me to recognize the flaws, I think. Super Monkey Ball 2. Did I borrow this from my friend Michael and never give it back? Is that what I did? Did I do that? I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry that I did that, but I'm keeping it because I don't know where you live anymore. Smash Brothers. Excellent game. Lots of fun memories growing up. This is a crappy game that I had for the GameCube video. That's all that needs to be said about Universal Studios Theme Park Adventure. WarioWare Inc. I have obviously played this game. I know we played it on PB and Jeff and stuff, but I actually don't remember very much about it. I was recently going through and I played all the way through the original WarioWare game on Nintendo Switch Online. It kind of made me want to go through and play all of them in order. I think that would be the second one, so I'll have to pull that out here before too long. That's GameCube covered. The GameCube is done. Fable 2. Why do I have Fable 2 and not Fable 1? I don't know. I don't even know why I have any Xbox 360 games because I don't have, or maybe I have an Xbox 360. I actually can't even remember if I do. Oh no, I do, because I had to get it for Connectimals or something like that. But I don't know why I have these games. I really don't. Well, I guess me and my wife did play LA Noire for a little while. That game was actually pretty good. We beat the first disc and for some reason just didn't move to the second one. Connectimals. I played this game at my friend's house growing up. It was my first experience with the Kinect, and I really remember thinking it was really cool. And it made me want to do a video on it a few years back when I got nostalgic. Truth or Lies. Okay, here's a game that I played for a video as well. That segment was actually pretty funny if I remember. Viva Pinata. Another Xbox 360 game that I have that I've never played. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Did I ever do anything with this? This is like a Kinect Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. Don't remember if I ever did anything with it. Oh, here's the original Fable. I don't know why it's not in order. And here is Halo Combat Evolved. This is like a port, I think. Oh no, these are actual Xbox games. That's why I'm getting mixed up. And that's why it's not with Fable 2. Okay, that mystery is solved. All right, moving on to PlayStation. We have Demon's Souls, the official 22 game of the year on the Peebs. I mean, sorry. No, what am I thinking? I'm going crazy. Elden Ring, the official game of 22 on the Peebs channel. Although this Demon's Souls remake, excellent. I really hope they make a Dark Souls remake with the same company that did this remake. I don't even know. Bluant? What is that supposed to say? Whatever that company is, I hope they pay them to make a Dark Souls remake. FIFA, oh god, no! The king of the Red Lion, no! I actually kind of like FIFA sometimes. I'm kind of a sucker for these basketball games and occasionally soccer games where you can have a career mode.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Get over yourself, man.
where you play as like one player and you go through seasons and seasons and then you can retire at the end. Riders Republic, I actually thought this game was pretty fun. I saw it, I think I saw it on a Jacksepticeye sponsored video. So they got their money's worth on that Jacksepticeye video. I definitely bought it. I had fun with it. Bloodborne, very fun game. I'm kind of hoping they remake it, even though it's really not that old, I guess. The Last Guardian, this game was all right. This game is one of those classic games where it's announced super far in advance and it gets delayed so many times, and then once it finally comes out, it's like, oh, that game? Okay, I'll play that game, I guess. And then it's just like, it can't really live up to the hype because it no longer has any hype. I feel like that was kind of the situation with The Last Guardian. Not a bad game by any means, but Metal Gear, I tried to play this game, Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't know. I just can't get into it. Every time I try to play it, I can't really, it just seems like I give it a fair shake, and I just don't really like it very much. Persona 5 though, this was the first Persona game that I played. One of the best games I've ever played. I'm pretty sure I put it on my top 10 games of the decade on PBG. Oh yeah, by the way, we moved to PS4. I forgot. Like when they're the same size, I get mixed. They're the same size and color. At least with Wii and Gamecube, it jumps to different colors. These just kind of look the same, so I get them. I didn't even notice. Red Dead Redemption 2. I loved the original Red Dead Redemption. I actually had a harder time getting into the second one. I don't like how you run, you know, because you can't run fast. It's been a while since I played it, but like you can run at different speeds, but you can't run or sprint into cities, but you can only walk or jog. I can't even remember, but there was something about the speed at which you moved on the PC version. I'm like, why can't I walk at the right speed? And then I quit. Does that ever happen to you? Oh, actually, no, I wasn't on PC. Obviously, I had PS4. I didn't buy this game twice. I don't remember why I didn't like it, but I didn't like it that much. One of these days, I'll have to go back and play it. Assassin's Creed, we are now on PS3. This is a game I actually hated because my copy of the game was glitched and it kept breaking and I would freeze in place while people were chasing me. And then I was like, oh wow, this is a fun assassin game. I'm going to play it. And I started playing it and it kept breaking. And I thought, wow, what a stupid assassin game. I'm never going to play an Assassin's Creed game ever again. And then I didn't. I don't even know what this game is. I think my wife bought this game. Is this Altair something? Is this good? Is this a good game? I don't know. There's the original Demon's Souls. I played this game when it first came out, was really into it. Dark Souls, I actually weirdly didn't play when it came out, even though that was the more popular version. Grand Theft Auto 4, great game. I think I only have that one on the console because I had to do something with a video. I definitely played that game originally on the PC. Also, hey, I'm down here, everybody. Get down here with me. Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. This is a good bang for your buck there. Actually, I mean, who knows how much this actually costs now. Katamari Forever. I really love that game. Aren't they? They're remaking that for the Switch. I'm excited. Even though I have it on the PS3, I'll probably buy it again because I'm a sucker. Also, why do I have 2 copies of My Sim Sky Heroes? And I've never played either of them. I assume I found one of them at the thrift store or something. And then probably just forgot that I had a copy of the other one. Ni no Kuni! This is a great game. And Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, the sequel. This is something Jeff got me. Jeff got me this as a gift. I'll show you what it does.
It's the song. That's the song. That's the song of storms. I know that song. What am I doing? I think I'm going crazy. I think I'm actually going crazy. So nice titty shot.
The original Red Dead Redemption. I definitely beat this game back in the day when it first came out. Spent a lot of time playing that. Resident Evil 5. This is more of an action game than a horror game, but it was good if I recall. Silent Hill. These were actually pretty bad ports from what I've heard, although when I was playing through them, I didn't realize how bad they were. I had to go on the internet for people to tell me that they were bad. And I thought, wow, I didn't realize they were bad. But now that I read it online, wow, that was bad. Singularity, this is a game that someone gave me, and they really wanted me to make a video out of it, but I didn't. I'm sorry about that, by the way. Street Fighter 4! I gave fighting games a try there for a bit back in the day. I kind of liked them in theory, but then they just ended up being one of those types of games, that along with Call of Duty, where I would just play it so much, and it would just make me mad. And I'm like, why am I playing this game? It makes me mad. So I stopped playing them. Tales of Symphonia! I don't know why I have this on the PS3. I'm kind of a sucker. Yeah, because I bought this game, I didn't even open it. Because I love the Gamecube game so much, I'm like, oh, I need this PS3 port. Why did I need the PS3 port? I didn't need it. Oh, I guess it came with a different game, too. I didn't even realize that. Maybe I should open it and play that game. I don't know. Or is that like a Dawn of the New World? So is that like a sequel? I actually am not sure. Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. I really loved Uncharted 2, but Uncharted 3, it was alright. They had that Subway commercial, though. That was pretty cool. Disgaea? I don't know why I have Disgaea 2 and not Disgaea 1. Oh, wait, no, I do have Disgaea 1. I do. I don't know why I have some games over here that are missing. I have another copy of Skyward Sword, of course, Katamari Damacy. Grim Grimoire. Grim Grimoire, that's a very pretty game that sucks. The gameplay sucks, but it's very pretty to look at. Disgaea, another game I used to always want when I was a kid, but I could never find it. Odin Sphere is an excellent game. This freaking game, Everywhere Road Trip, this game is so good. It doesn't look like much, but I really like it. I got this on a recommendation from Ian Brutalmoose. I hope I have an excuse to talk about this game in a video someday. Final Fantasy and 10 and what is this, 12? Never played 12 actually. Finny to Fish. This is another video I had like an entire script on, but didn't finish the video for one reason or another. It's sort of like a Zelda clone game of your fish. Maybe I'll find a reason to talk about it at some point. Dot Hack Infection. I tried this game on a whim when I was in my anime phase, when I was in high school. It was fine. Jaws Unleashed. This game is freaking hilarious. I saw this on Continue. Kingdom Hearts. My wife likes this game. I don't get it. I don't get these games. I don't get them. I don't understand them. And I don't really think I want to. Phantom Brave, this is a game I bought because I was a big fan of the Nippon Ichi software. This game was fine. It didn't really capture my interest that much, though. Psychonauts, I don't have the actual box, but I do have Psychonauts. That's a cool game. Sly Cooper, and to finish it off, we have Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I think, I actually don't remember where I got this. I think I found it at a thrift store, and it was in really good shape, so I bought it. This is super cheap. I don't actually care about it, though. All right, on to the 3DS and the DS. I'm gonna move through these kind of fast because I have a lot. Got Luigi's Mansion. That port sucks, dude. Animal Crossing, New Leaf. Amazing game. Mario Party Top 100. Hometown Story. That game actually is pretty bad, if I'm remembering correctly. We got Link Between Worlds. That game is freaking amazing. What the hell is this game? Conception 2. What is this? Disclaimer, I did not buy this. I didn't. This was my wife that bought this. Conception 2. Children of the Seven Stars. When monsters came to Atera, so too did the disciples, teenagers with rare abilities back. Star Children blesses you with a special burden. I think you're supposed to have kids. You're supposed to have kids that fight in an army for you. What the hell is this game? I think she bought it as a joke because we never played it, but yeah. Conception 2. That's a game I own. It's a very suspicious, weird game that I own. Bravely Default. Yokai Watch. I never played this. Someone gave it to me. Tales of the Abyss. This was a port. I actually thought this port was pretty bad too from what I remember. Smash Bros. 3DS. I ended up buying this while I was on vacation just because I couldn't wait to play it because the game came out while I was on vacation. My honeymoon, if I recall. Star Fox 64 3D. This is a very forgettable port. I'm sure it's fine. I just can barely remember it. Professor Layton, one of the Professor Layton games. Oh, this is the Phoenix Wright. This one I remember better. The Miracle Mask. I remember playing this one. I do like the Professor Layton games. I mean, they're fun, but they make me feel really stupid, so I don't play them that often. Pokemon Y. Freaking, I don't really. Pokemon X. Why do I buy every Pokemon game when I don't care about Pokemon? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Why do I have this? I don't care about Pokemon. Pokemon Outfit. Why do I get Pokemon? Mist. Oh, okay, now this port I actually heard really is bad. At least that's what Brutalmoose told me. Metal Gear Solid, another bad port. Why do I have so many bad 3DS ports? Mega Man Legacy Collection. This is a pretty good game port, if I remember. I think they actually sent me that for free. I don't even remember who they is, but they sent it. Capcom, I guess. Triforce Heroes did a video on this back in the day. I actually recently beat it for the first time with Toasty and our friend Nick. WarioWare Gold. I think this is the one where you make your own games.
Am I a joke to you?
This was an interesting one. Mario Party Island Tour? Sucks. Mario Party Star Rush? Sucks. A New Beginning? Harvest Moon? Sucks. Fantasy Life. This is a game that's actually probably pretty cool, but for whatever reason, I just wasn't into it once I started playing it, and I didn't give it much of a try. From what I feel like, this is a game that is more, the more you play it, the more interesting it gets. It is a good game. In fact, I remember putting it on my 3DS list. It's just that it takes a long time to actually get into, so it suffers from that a bit. Animal Crossing. I still think this is probably the best Animal Crossing game to date. Although, I think I like the original better, to be clear. The original is my favorite, but I think that one might be the best. Story of Seasons! Unfortunately, this is really not that good of a game, in my opinion. This is the actual developers of Harvest Moon. They kind of started making their own games, long story short. I don't really think they're that good either, though, unfortunately. They're certainly better than freaking Harvest Moon, The Lost Valley, but I don't like them very much either. Fire Emblem, all the Fire Emblem games sort of blend together to me. Miitopia! This is the, obviously we talked about this on the Switch port, but this is an amazing game. A little too long, though. I still think that's true. Brain Age, it's Brain Age. There you go. Happy Home Designer. This game is so, this is actually a pretty fun game. I mean, it came out when everybody was waiting for Animal Crossing Switch, so I feel like people kind of hate on it a little bit. Obviously not as much as Animal Crossing. Where even is that game? Did we not go over Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing Party? I can't even remember what it's called. I don't remember covering that. Did I throw that away? Maybe. I don't know why this Adventure Time game, I guess I was into the show there for a bit. I don't remember the game being that good, though. Majora's Mask 3D! A really good port. in most ways, but really falls short in some other ways, like the swimming. Mario Kart 7, I really liked this game as well. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, can't lie, I didn't play much of this. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, this one was a little better. I still like Bowser's Inside Story, I think, better, if we're talking about DS, 3DS one. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I didn't really like this game that much. It's not a bad game, but it just doesn't feel as special as the original. I like that the original takes place in the same mansion. Ocarina of Time 3D, really good port. Can't go wrong with Zelda ports usually. You can nitpick them, but they're usually not bad. Okay, we're going into DS and then back into 3DS. This is the way I have these laid out here. But freaking Harvest Moon Island of Happiness, this game sucks. This is like around when Harvest Moon started to go downhill. Harvest Moon DS, I don't really like this game that much, but it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other ones. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. This is actually a super good game. Don't hear people talk about it that much, especially for an IP as popular as Grand Theft Auto. Obviously, it's no freaking Grand Theft Auto 5 moneymaker, but still a fun game, for what it's worth. Golden Sun Dark Dawn, I don't remember liking this game that much, even though I really liked the original Golden Sun. Final Fantasy Echoes of Time, another game that kind of tricked me into thinking it would be good because I liked Final Fantasy Tactics, but I don't remember it being good. Or wait, no, maybe it was Crystal Chronicles is more like what this game is actually. I don't remember. I was into some Final Fantasy spin-off games, and so I figured that one would be good, but it wasn't really. Elite Beat Agents, this is an excellent game. Play as these agents and you dance around and save the world by timing your taps on the touchscreen to music. Sounds weird, but insanely good. Chrono Trigger port, very obviously a classic RPG. Dawn of Sorrows, Castlevania, this game is great. Excellent game. Highly recommend. One of the better Castlevania games as far as I'm concerned. So, okay, we're back to the 3DS again. We have Super Mario 3D Land. You know, it's not the best by Mario standards, but definitely a good game. Tomodachi Life, I love this game so much. Oh my god, please, a Tomodachi Life 2. I don't even want a port. I would take a port if they added more stuff to it, but I'd rather just have a full-blown new Tomodachi Life game. And I feel like, compared to like Breath of the Wild or whatever, it'd be so easy to develop, but it would still make a lot of money, right? Come on, Nintendo, give me freaking Tomodachi Life. Mario Golf World Tour. If I recall, this is actually really one of the better Mario sports games, at least in terms of Mario Golf games. Style Savvy Trendsetters, a must-buy for the 3DS. Actually, I hear this game is really good. I'm pretty sure my wife was the one that bought this. You know, it's a kind of girly fashion game, but I actually hear it's pretty good if you're into that kind of thing. Kirby Planet Robobot. This is a good game. I put this on my 3DS, best 3DS games list. Fire Emblem Awakening. This is probably my favorite Fire Emblem on the 3DS. Again, every Fire Emblem game kind of blends together to me. Pilot Wings Resort, one of my favorite all-time launch titles, as weird as that is. I freaking love this game. It's Woohoo Island. I want more Woohoo Island, Nintendo. Please, please. Don't retire Woohoo Island. I want to live there. Rune Factory 4. Not a bad Rune Factory game. I'm partial to Frontier myself for the Wii, but 4 is definitely good. They remade it for Switch recently. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. This is a port of Monster Hunter Tri, right? Pretty sure it is. Came out for the Wii U also. It's still a good game. Oh, wait, no, earlier I said the other WarioWare game was the one that you make your own mini games. No, that is WarioWare DIY, do it yourself, obviously. I actually think this is something that me and Jeff recorded and ended up not getting posted for some reason. As sad as that might be, I don't remember what the reason was, but it's last PB and Jeff episode. Oh, Electroplankton! This game is so cool. This is another game I wish I could come up with some reason to talk about. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I've never managed to talk about Electroplankton, but I found a reason to talk about the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Rune Factory. This is the original Rune Factory. It's alright. Don't really recommend it when there's better Rune Factory games, though. Pokemon White version 2. Okay, Pokemon Black and White 2 specifically. I remember liking these. So I will say something positive about Pokemon, and it was that these games were good. I don't remember if I played Pokemon White and Black 1, but White and Black 2 was really good. What do I have this game? I never bought this. This was not me. I do like the Avatar show, but I don't know what this game is. I did not purchase that. Advance Wars Dual Strike. Is this a remake of the original? No, it's the latest entry. I can't remember this game at all. Here's Black 2. I think this is the one I played. Black 2. Okay, yeah, no, I did play Black 1, because here it is. I can't remember which versions it was, whether it was Black and White 1 or 2 that I really liked. But if I recall, I think both of those ones were good. Platinum, I don't even think this one's mine. I think it's my wife's. I don't remember playing these at all. Pokemon Heart Gold. Okay, no, this one I played a lot of. I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver was the last one I played until I played Black and White, which I guess weren't really that far apart. Nintendogs! Classic. Can't go wrong with some Nintendogs. Mini Ninjas? Okay. I kind of vaguely remember that game. Speaking of mini ninjas, I have these little tiny mini ninjas all over my room. I used to get these in the grocery store quarter slot thingies where you could buy toys from. So I just have some of these for some reason. I just kind of hide them all over my room. I don't know who I'm hiding them from. Myself, I guess? Mario and Luigi's Inside Story. This is a fun one. Definitely like this one. And Mario Kart DS. Had tons of fun playing this game back in the day. I was definitely cutting class with playing Mario Kart DS. That's definitely some stuff I did not in school. Those were one of my go-to skip class games. Don't regret it. Here we go. We've got Magician's Quest Mysterious Times. Check out my rip-off games video. I definitely cover this a lot. There's a UFO? What the heck? I don't remember that. I never saw a UFO. I need to see it. It's actually a pretty rare game also. Someone gave me this to play on PB and Jeff, which we did, and I've got even more use out of it than that. It's actually a pretty cool game. Obviously an Animal Crossing DS rip-off, if you're unfamiliar. Spirit Tracks. This is better than Phantom Hourglass, but I'm not a big fan of it in particular. Here's Phantom Hourglass. I definitely like Spirit Tracks more than this one, but I don't particularly like either, at least in terms of Zelda standards. Mario Hoops 3-on-3, now here's a masterpiece. I actually don't remember much about that game. I'm sure it was fine. Little Mermaid, I did not buy this. This is my wife's. Also my wife's. Kingdom Hearts, yeah, I don't care. Don't care. Animal Crossing Wild World, oh my god, I have so much nostalgia for this game. I almost have more nostalgia for this game than the original game, which is kind of weird because I played the crap out of the original game. Phoenix Wright, classic. I haven't really played many of the other Phoenix Wright entries, but definitely played a lot of that one. Yeah, this is one of my favorite ports of all time, Mario 64 DS. I love how they did this port, like adding the other characters and changing the way you play through the levels with the different characters, adding new things while still sort of being, it gets nostalgic, but they add all this new stuff. It was such a good port. Mario Party DS, this game, it's fun. It just like, it's hindered by the fact that you can't really play with other people very easily. Gardening Mama. I have absolutely zero to say about Gardening Mama, but there it is. Oh, and I also have a couple PS Vita games while we're down here. We got Touch My Katamari, Persona 4. I haven't played that one. I'm gonna play it eventually. My wife said it was great. Final Fantasy, don't care. Here's Danganronpa. My wife played that as well. And Dragon Crown. This is a fun game. It's like one of those beat 'em up games, but you're mostly playing it for the graphics. It's just so pretty. Okay, got I don't know. These are Heart Gold and Soul Silver boxes, I guess. Of course, I have Wii Sports Resort box again. Mario Party 10 box. Game sucks, but the box looks good. I got Isabelle up here with the Happy Home Designer box. And here's the Shovel Knight physical box. If I recall, Shovel Knight was the first game that I ever, like, backed on a Kickstarter. Also, here, I don't remember. Oh, no, my wife painted this for me, so it could be PBG Toad. I don't even remember why I needed this, but it's pretty funny. Oh, and while I'm at it, I do have a couple games up here. We'll save, like, freaking Maverick stuff, but I have, one of my prized possessions. It's not even really expensive or anything, but Makoto-chan No Wonder Kitchen. Oh, yeah, the mayonnaise game. I got it in box. Freaking love this game, even though it's, like, not even really a game. It's just, like, a trippy experience. It's a mayonnaise advertisement. Go watch that video if you haven't. And I got McDonald's Land Silly Games. I actually have all of those. I don't know where all of them are, but I have them. Got that one up there. And then I have this Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario Party combo. I don't know why I bought that. I just thought, I saw it randomly. I just thought, hey, this box looks really cool. I bet that could be worth something someday. I have no idea if it will be, but that's why I bought it. All right, so let's see. We have some games here. We're kind of moving into retro games before we move into the kind of random PC games. I got Sonic for the Genesis. I don't know. I got it at a thrift store maybe. Mario's Time Machine. I meant to do a video on that one day and never did. Caesar's Palace. I'm obsessed with these old gambling games. These old casino Vegas games. We've got Wheel of Fortune for the Super Nintendo, a must-have in every collection, as well as Monopoly for the NES. I don't know why I even have this. I just thought the box looked so cool. Probably bought it at a convention or something. There was a point in my life where I was buying like tons of NES games. I don't even really know why. I just wanted to like have them, and I would find them for really cheap, or I'd find them at thrift stores, which you used to be able to find back in the day, but they don't have them anymore at thrift stores. Okay, here's why I have a lot of my boxed games. Donkey Kong 64. Some of them I don't care about at all. Like, why do I have F1 World Grand Prix? No idea. I should sell that and make room for a game I actually care about. Mario Kart 64, of course. A classic. In fact, I'm getting rid of some of these games. I don't want that F1 game. I don't care. Let's make room for some other games. Scooby-Doo? The game isn't even in there. Heh. Freaking Beavis and Butthead. I love Beavis and Butthead. Although I'd never seen it when I bought this game. I should play this game at some point. That'd be funny. I recently watched Beavis and Butthead with my wife on DVD. It's such a good show. It took a while to get into. Like the first episode, they're short episodes. I watched them like, I'm not so sure about this. But then the further I got into it, I was like, okay, this show is great. Mario is Missing, classic. Did a PBG video on this back in the day. I mean, it's not a fun game, but it sure is an interesting game. Here's another Scooby-Doo game, Scooby-Doo Mystery. I believe I remember playing this when I was a kid. Yeah, definitely. I haven't played this copy of it. I bought it at some point because I remembered playing it when I was young. Armed for Battle. Now, this is a game I believe someone made this. I mean, not recently, but it was obviously not originally when the NES came out. But someone made this and gave it to me, and I never played it, so I feel bad about that. Freaking caveman games, bro. Me and Jeff did a video on this, if I recall. I remember the wife toss game. There's literally a game where you toss your caveman wife and see who can toss your caveman wife the farthest. Highly recommended. Another highly recommended game, Bible Adventures. Hell yeah. Okay, now unironically though, Defender of the Crown. This game is dope. Me and Jeff also did a video on this if I recall, if you want to check it out, but it's actually a pretty cool medieval NES game. Gotcha! The Sport. This is like a paintball game. I don't remember it very well. Some of these old games I bought thinking we might do like old PB and Jeff Let's Plays on them back in the day or something, but we didn't get around to all of them. I think that might have been one we didn't get around to. Maniac Mansion. This is a classic game. I admittedly haven't played that much of it, but this is another game I remember I was gonna do a video on at some point back in the day. I just got really drunk at one point. Don't do that, by the way. It's not good for you. But this was like, I don't know, maybe 20, I was maybe 24 or something. I just got really drunk. I was like, I'm gonna play a game and make a video on it right now, tonight. And I started doing it, and then I fell asleep at some point, woke up, and was like, I'm not doing that. And then I never did it. I have officially cleared at least 2 or 3 games off my shelf, and so I'm making space. This is productive. No longer need Guitar Hero or F1 Grand Prix. I don't need those games. Getting rid of them. And I got duplicates over here. This is what I do if I have duplicates. It just goes behind the other games. Who even knows what's behind those other games? I could do a whole video. Every game behind my games on my game shelf. It'd probably be at least 5 minutes. By the way, if you are this far into this video, I really appreciate you. Leave me a like. Let me know if you like this kind of thing. It's a little bit more personal of a video. Let me know if it's something you're into, you'd want to see more. I'd be happy to do it. This is like a little dog tag that I got when I was doing a thing for EA. I think I was playing like Battlefield or something. Can you see that? It's a dog tag. It says Peebs on it. It's just something like they gave to the people who did the brand deal or whatever back in the day. People say bad stuff about EA, and I'm not saying they're not right to do it, but they were always nice to me when I was working with them. Compared to some other companies. Oh, sheesh. I'm not naming any names, but they didn't give me a dog tag after I worked with them. They just got mad at me over email. All right, let's move down a little lower. I might not take these off of the shelf because this would be kind of annoying to put back. Also, I have these N64 stickers that show you exactly what the game is without having to pull them out. But we have, this is, I forget what the actual name of the game is, Wonder Project. This is a Japanese game. Very interesting game where you kind of like, follow this girl around and you talk to her. I mean, it's in Japanese, so it's hard to really play and understand what's happening, but it's very interesting game. This is Animal Crossing for the N64, the very original one that only came out in Japan. It's just the GameCube version. I think maybe we played that on PB and Jeff at one point. This is Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong board game. Then we have NBA Jam, the original classic game. I'm just gonna kind of go through these kind of quickly here. Marble Madness, that's a fun NES game. Solstice, I actually don't even remember what that is. Super Mario 3, Xenophobe, American Gladiators, I think that's another game I saw on Continue or something. Echo the Dolphin, that's a pretty classic Sega game. Mortal Kombat, I don't know why I have Mortal Kombat, don't really care about it. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, what is this here? This must be a special game because it's in its own little slot here. Snowboard Kids 2, fun game. We have Donkey Kong 64, Harvest Moon 64, Majora's Mask, International Superstar Soccer. My PBG theme song is inspired by the main theme in that. Elmo's Number Journey Classic, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Pokemon Puzzle League, Super Smash Bros, Scooby-Doo, another Scooby-Doo game, Pokemon Snap Paper Mario, Ocarina of Time, Hey You Pikachu, and Beetle Adventure Racing. We also have Star Wars Rogue Squadron and Super Mario 64 here. What are these 2 games? Guess in the comments. Oh, okay. I'm breaking everything. Put a guess in the comments. What are these games? NBA Hang Time. I used to play this all the time as a kid. I think I actually played that on the Blockbuster Games video here in Peebs recently. And Star Fox 64. I don't know why those don't have those tags on them. Also, I messed this up. I can get them out without ruining my entire life. Okay. Super Mario 64. come back. Gotta get creative with some of these more retro games. There we go. Mario, you can go back right there. I should pull these out. It's gonna be a huge pain in the ass, but I'll pull these out. Start with the ones over here. Okay, this is Warlock. I actually don't know what this is. It reminds me of this old Game Boy game I used to play, so I think I bought it when I found it at a thrift store or something, but I never played it. Got Family Feud. Always love these old game show games. A couple Japanese cartridges, this R-Type game, and don't even remember what this is. Cannot remember. We're kind of on Super Nintendo now, I guess. Oh, one of my favorite old games, Bart's Nightmare. Simpsons games get a bad rap, and sometimes rightfully so, but I always really loved this one. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, that's a classic. I have Family Feud 1 and Family Feud again? Are these the same game? I guess they're probably not. Are these the same game? I think they actually are. Here's Yoshi Safari, the first-person shooter Super Nintendo game where you just shoot everything with a giant bazooka. And Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Did I just say that one? Either way, that's a good game. Zoop! I don't know what that is. I actually don't know what Zoop is. We got Final Fight 2. Me and my brother used to play that all the time as a kid. Same with Contra 3, the Alien Wars. This is the exact copy we used to have as a kid. I'm almost positive. I don't know what that black marker is. Couldn't tell you. The Page Master. Love this game as well. Very nostalgic. Did a PBG video on that for one reason or the other. Kirby Superstar. Classic. Another game me and my brother used to play all the time. This is not a game me and my brother used to play, but it was a very funny PB and Jeff episode if I recall. Another PBG video. Lord of the Rings game. Of course, there's Super Mario World. Can't go wrong there. Mega Man Soccer. Used to play this all the time as a kid. Still love the music in that game. Even better music though is Super Mario RPG. One of my favorite games of all time. Mario Paint. Classic. This is a Zelda custom fan-made game. I actually don't remember exactly how that game goes, but it's pretty cool. A soccer game we used to play when I was young. Again, I was into soccer. Here's Dennis the Menace game. I used to kind of like Dennis the Menace back in the day. I don't remember that game though. Bill Lambier's Combat Basketball. Bill Lambier's an old basketball player. That was a game we did in PB and Jeff. Balls. All right, let's move on to the NES games. Football. Again, I'm just gonna have some super random games here that I don't even know why I have half of these. Here's Dizzy, the Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. We all remember the Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy, right? Dino Wars, Dr. Chaos. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. The original PB and Jeff intro and everything was based off of Double Dragon. Deadly Towers, I don't remember what that is or if I've ever played it. Frickin' Chess Master, a must-have in any video game collection. Castle of Dragons, I actually don't know what that is. Oh, here we go, Castle of Deceit. I did a video on this freaking game. I wonder how much this game is worth now. I remember it was expensive when I first got it back in the day. I should probably keep it in better condition. Not that I've really done anything to it. It looks kind of dirty. Dino Ricky. I don't know what that is. And also 720 Degrees, like a skateboarding game, I guess. Oh, and of course, Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Classic, maybe. There's something about these old cartridges that I still really love. I love physical media. It's just like, there's a game in this. You see this block? See this plastic block? There's a whole game in there. Wood and Water Rage? I don't remember what this is. River City Ransom? This is a fun game. Here's a game I bought just because it was an unlicensed NES game, which are always interesting to me. Some baseball game. Then there's Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. Isn't this an old AVGN game? And Jordan versus Bird. Wait, there's a game back here. A game fell. How long has it been back here? I have no idea what this game is. What could this game be? I'm gonna guess it's the game that I bought at a thrift store that has no cover art. That's my guess. It was! I don't remember what this game is. It's just a freaking blank cover. I'm surprised I remembered that, actually. All right, a few more NES games we'll go through here. Actually, first, here's a Harvest Moon, classic Super Nintendo game, and then there's the Super Game Boy player as well. Then we've got Wall Street Kid. What a weird idea for a game. A couple unlicensed Bible games here. Journey to the Promised Land, Exodus, and King of Kings. I think we did videos on PB and Jeff for those, if I recall. Here is Sesame Street 1, 2, 3. Smash TV. A lot of these are old PB and Jeff episodes, I think. World Cup, Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, World Track Meet combo, and then the Mario and Duck Hunt combo. Star Voyager. There's Spy vs. Spy. That's a game my brother used to like a lot. Solar Jetman. Another unlicensed game here. Skull and Crossbones. These old unlicensed NES games are always super interesting to me, even still. Then there is The Simpsons, Bart vs. the Space Mutants. Not as good as Bart's Nightmare, but I still like that game. Silent Service. Section Z? Don't know what that is, actually. Ninja Gaiden, the original Ninja Gaiden. Very, very difficult game. Part of me still wishes that I could do videos about, like, old NES games and have people still care about them, but I don't think that those videos would get as many views as they used to, unfortunately. Back in the good old days of YouTube, I could literally do a video on anything and people would watch it. All right, what do we got down here? I think there are a few just random things down here. There's some Game Boy games. I'm not gonna go through all my Game Boy games, to be honest. There's so many Game Boy games in here. I do have Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix. This is like a freaking fan game or whatever. I think some of these are supposed to be for a top 10 worst N64 games video that I haven't done. This is obviously not bad. Mario Golf, 007, Gauntlet Legends, Perfect Dark, another like wrestling game. Some of these are good and some of those are bad, because again, I think they were for an N64 top 10 best and worst list I haven't done yet. Time Lord, not sure what that is for the NES. Jeopardy, and Wheel of Fortune. I always love old game show games. And then here's a Wayne's World for Super Nintendo. There's one other game hiding back here. What is this? Kung Fu! Hell yeah. Like the video, subscribe for Kung Fu NES. Okay, this video has been going on for so long. I do think we're actually close though, because we're kind of moving into the PC games. I don't have all of these shelves filled with games. I think we'll be able to go through this a little bit quicker. Some very interesting stories with some of these PC games though, if I do say so myself. We have, of course, the classic from Goodwill Games number whatever, 101 Puppy Pets. Oh yeah, baby. We've got Backyard, what is this, Backyard Sports? I guess it's Backyard Basketball and Football. I have those separately though. Also, I'm not that tall. Sheesh. Call of Duty, the original. I was very into the Call of Duty series when I was younger. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. I played so much of these games. I was in like clans and everything. When I played the original Call of Duty 1, the first one, I embarrassingly went by the gamer tag The Killer. I was pretty cool, you guys. Just throwing that out there. I did kind of quit playing at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 though, because I have pictures of this. Toasty, I'll put this in there. I would get insane kill death ratios. I'm talking like 31 kills, 2 deaths. I was crazy at this game. And my team would win and I'd have the top scorer in the team and we'd win and I'd be so pissed. And eventually, even at that young age, I was like, why am I winning and literally dominating at this game? And I'm so mad. And then I quit. I quit playing. Although I did, I guess, play Call of Duty World at War, which came out after, but I just played the single player and I kind of lost interest after that. Dead Space, one of my favorite games, recently remade, a really good remake. Then, of course, there is Diablo 2, very, very good game. And there's Diablo 3. I played this game all the way through. I was so pissed, though, that you had to start it on normal mode, and you had to unlock the hard mode. I was not happy about that. I played it all the way through normal mode. It was too easy, and then I got mad and then didn't play it on hard mode after that. I got the Elder Scrolls. This is the Anthology. Yeah, a lot of these games are actually... Oh, God. A lot of these games are actually free now, I think. I like even the old Elder Scrolls games. They're fun. Oblivion, though, legitimately one of my all-time favorite games. Like, I'm talking, like, top 3. I'm not really sure at this point. Even though I did a video a long time ago, that video doesn't hold up. I definitely would redo that. Skyrim, also insanely good. That's my wife's favorite game. She plays that game so much. She mods it and everything. Okay, here is a very weird one. Fallen Earth. This is an MMO that I got for free at PAX. What year PAX? I don't know. I can't even remember. I might have been like 18, 19, something like that. Yeah, who freaking knows what happened with this game? I really doubt that you can play Fallen Earth anymore, but I have it. Never opened. Got it for free. Here's Fallout 2. I always wanted to play this game. In fact, I got it at half-price book. But I tried to play it on my laptop back in the day. I legit couldn't figure out how to like move my character. I was a little embarrassed by that. I'm not gonna lie. I felt pretty stupid. I felt like some of my gamer cred really dropped hard. One of these days, I will go back, figure out how to play Fallout 2, because I've heard it's so good. Fallout 3, obviously a classic game, although I think Fallout New Vegas is better. Far Cry 4, actually, this is like Far Cry 3.5. I really liked Far Cry 3. I don't know where it is, but didn't really like that one as much. Freelancer, this is an interesting game. Got it at the thrift store. I tried to play it. It's a little dated. Half-Life 2, oh my... I'm a god. Caught the Charlie Brown, Half-Life 2, Yo-Yo, I'm a god. Half-Life 2, an insanely good game. I am still pissed that they did Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2. I played those games. Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ended on a cliffhanger. And it's been like 13 years. I've been waiting to see what happened. They never finished it. They made Half-Life Alyx. They made an entire new game and released. Where's Half-Life 2 Episode 3? You, Valve. That's all I have to say about that. Hitman Trilogy, these games are all right. Changing in tone here to Charlie Brown. It's the big game, Charlie Brown. I covered that in a Goodwill Games video. I absolutely love Peanuts. Obviously, I put the the thing right on the top. I try to put some of the things that I have, like, oh, here's a Mario Galaxy thing. It's on top of Mario Galaxy. Like, I have a Katamari thing. The Katamari thing is usually, my Katamari game is usually here for some reason. It's over here right now. I try to put stuff on top of things that it is relevant to. That game, though, sucks. It actually sucks a lot, but I like Peanuts. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, classic games, especially Left 4 Dead 2. I love the characters in these games, too. Here is Let's Ride Horse Adventure. I got this for Goodwill Games, and I could never get the games to run, no matter how hard I tried, so I've never played this, unfortunately. One of these days, I'll get it working. Mass Effect 1 and 2. Very, very good game. I don't know where Mass Effect 3 is. I guess I had it, like, digitally, maybe? Also, some of my favorite games. Those remakes were super good. I had probably replayed Mass Effect so many times. I recently replayed it with my wife as well, who had never seen it, and she loved it as well. That was with the remake. Of course, we have the Mia games, classic Goodwill Games stuff. Speaking of Goodwill, this Goodwill garbage picture. This is, I think, for the first episode of Goodwill Garbage, just made me laugh so much I just left it up on my shelf. Moving on to, what is this? Mysterious Journey 2? What the hell even is that? I don't know. Orange Box, this is like a compilation of different Valve games. A Rise of Nations, one of the better RTS games I've ever played. Got my little Futurama thing up here. Back when Loot Crate used to sponsor me. Roller Coaster Tycoon, insanely good, amazingly well-aged game. SimCity, I remember the launch of this game was a disaster, and then I never played it after that. Sims 2, classic. This is the double deluxe edition, I guess. We got Sims 3, Spore. I did a video on this game, actually. This game was kind of disappointing to me when it first came out, but I grew to kind of love it more over time. I was in college when Spore came out. I remember getting, this is something I used to do in school whenever a game was coming out that I was really interested in. I would get the game and then go to school and I'd read, like, the instruction booklet. I was reading the crap out of the Spore instruction booklet in college and in Panda Express, which I ate at every day when I was in college. And then I went home and played the game, and, you know, it was fun, but it was a little disappointing. Here's StarCraft 2. I love that game, even though I suck at it. Star Wars The Old Republic. This is the MMO, right? Yeah, this is the MMO. You know, that game was fine, I guess. But Star Wars KOTOR. Now, this is where it was at. This is one of the better games I've ever played. I really, really hope that the remake is good, although I am very, very concerned about it for reasons that I don't feel like getting into right now. Here is Survivor. I've never played this, actually. My wife got it for me as a random gift for Christmas. I kept thinking maybe I would use it for a video or something, but haven't done it yet. Here is Tornado Jockey. This is a game I covered on Goodwill Games. Here is Amusement Park. This is a DVD. I don't remember where I saw this. I bought this from some store somewhere. It's like a DVD game. I thought maybe I would cover it in a video. Never did. Here's The Witcher. Very, very good game. I remember there was this girl in high school that I was friends with. She was always telling me about The Witcher. I never ended up playing it, but she was right. The Witcher was a very good game. They made a Netflix series about it after a while. World of Warcraft. Okay, I was insanely into World of Warcraft. When the game first came out, I was addicted. And right when I hit the max level, that's when Burning Crusades came out. I did all of the raids in this game, beat Illidan multiple times, had full tier 6 gear. For Holy Paladin, I had almost full tier 6 gear for Ret Paladin too, which my raid never let me do if you play well the World of Warcraft, and that's not surprising. But I did end up using my guild DKP on Retribution gear, so I could become the most geared Retribution Paladin on the entire server, which I was, by the way. But my guild wouldn't let me do it. They would only let me heal. But I would, like, go and try to get in random Karazhan raids, early raid in the expansion. Pugs who were looking for randoms for their group, I'd be like, yo, I'm a DPS. I'll join your group. And they'd be like, oh, Paladin? No thanks. And I'd be like, I have tier 6 gear. They always came crawling back after that. Oh, okay, you can join the raids. I would do all the early level raids in my tier 6 Retribution Paladin gear. And then there was Wrath of the Lich King. I actually kind of quit playing after that. Part of the reason why, I won't lie, is that they made Retribution Paladin, which, if you haven't played World of Warcraft, it was one of the 3 specs you could spec into as Paladin. Basically, you're Paladin, you do damage. That was the spec. And it sucked. And everybody made fun of it. It was basically like the meme spec, but it was my favorite spec in the game. I had to heal in order to actually do the raids, but I wanted to be ret. In World of Warcraft Burning Crusades, they made Retribution Paladin actually a legitimate class. It was insanely good. And then all of a sudden, I went from being, I think, literally the most highest geared Retribution Paladin in World of Warcraft Burning Crusades in my specific server to literally every asshole who ever thought about maybe being Ret Paladin. Being Ret Paladin and Ret the Lich King. And it actually kind of made me mad. I'm like, I'm done. Everyone else is doing my thing now. I'm done. It's not cool anymore. Here's Riven. This is the sequel to Myst. I actually haven't played much of that game. My brother was really into all the Myst games. But we got some Arthur games now. Arthur's Camping Adventure. These are all covered in my Arthur games videos. Arthur's Computer Adventure. We got Arthur's Sandcastle. Arthur's Kindergarten. DW the Picky Eater. Arthur's Thinking Games. Arthur's Birthday. Arthur's Reading Roundup. Arthur's Reading Race. Arthur's Pet Chase. Arthur's Second Grade. Arthur's Math Games. Arthur's Brain Teasers. Arthur's First Grade. Arthur's Teacher Trouble. Okay, there's all the Arthur games. I think I've covered those extensively enough in my PBG videos. Then we got Backyard Baseball. Legitimately an absolutely amazing game. I love the Backyard Baseball games. I got a Steam Deck recently, and I got a emulator that I can play Backyard Baseball on. I think actually might be the game I played on my Steam Deck the most, is Backyard Baseball. From 2001. Here's Beyond Atlantis, game that I got at a thrift store, and I don't know what it is. Never played it. You know, it happens. Especially when you're making videos about video games. You just kind of buy some games and you're like, that can make a fun video, and then you never actually touch it, so it happens. Darkseid 2. I have a lot of nostalgia for these Darkseid games. Some of my earlier PBG videos. Disney Junior games? What the hell is this? Never played this before. I haven't looked at this. I don't know where I bought this or when I bought it, but I haven't looked at it since. What is this? Oh, this is Evergirl! Oh, yeah. This is from a Goodwill Games video. This is one of the more interesting games that I found at a thrift store that I had no idea what it was when I bought it. I mean, it's freaking like random girls game from like 2000, but something about it was interesting compared to a lot of the other crap that I find. We're almost done, I promise. Don't click off the video yet. Hit the like button if you watched this far. Come on, it's a long video. Toasty's been editing this crap, so show him some love. I guess this counts. This is Zelda Game & Watch. This is early DS prototype. Early DS prototype. Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. Let's explore the airport. Covered that on a Goodwill Games video. That's a humongous entertainment game. And then there's Freddy Fish. Backyard Soccer. Gus Goes to Cybertown. Another game that I got for Goodwill Games and then just never played. Who knows what that is? I Spy School Days. I actually love these I Spy games. They're all super good. There's I Spy Spooky Mansion Deluxe, the one I played first for Goodwill Games. Here's I Spy Fantasy. I've streamed a lot of these. Magic School Bus, another early Goodwill Games thing. I was big into Magic School Bus as a kid, and so these Magic School Bus games are like super nostalgic, even though I didn't actually play them when I was a kid. There's Mario Teaches Typing 2, another game I found at a thrift store weirdly. Microsoft Movie 3D Maker, another game that I found at the thrift store, which is, you know, you don't find some of these games at thrift stores that often. But if you go as often as I do, every now and then you'll find some gems. Here's some more Mia. Here's Myst. A Mystery of the Mummy? I don't know what that is. Pajama Sam, Olo, and Sunny Valley Fair. Another Goodwill Game video that has yet to actually appear in a Goodwill Games video. Here's Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 again. Scooby-Doo! Elmo's Preschool. I think I covered that in the Sesame Street Games video, along with probably Sesame Street Numbers, I assume. I can't really remember. The original Sims, I played that game all the time as a kid. There's the Sims Live and Large expansion. I actually recently have been collecting all the original Sims expansions. I want to collect them all, specifically me actually finding them at thrift stores. So I'm looking for them at thrift stores. This isn't for a video or anything. It's just because I felt like doing it for fun. And I have almost all of them. I'm still looking for a few of the expansions. I'm gonna get them and install them all and play the original Sims one with all the expansions. It'll be so fun. Maybe I'll play it on stream, but I was mostly doing it just for fun, really. SimCity 3000. Here's Zoo Tycoon. Alone in the Dark. Okay, we're on Dreamcast now. Okay. Speaking of Dreamcast, I actually just recently bought on a whim Shenmue. I haven't even put it on my shelf because I literally just got it. But yeah, I just wanted to play Shenmue. I know Brutal Moose really likes that game. We've got Crazy Taxi. This is, I talked about the Iron Man of Gaming tournament earlier. This is the game I actually made first place in on Crazy Taxi. I think I have a picture of that we can include. Jet Grind Radio, classic Dreamcast game. We got Pac-Man's Maze Madness. I don't know why I have that. What the hell is this? I don't even know what this is. I literally have no memory of owning this game, but apparently I do. Power Stone, now that I remember. I remember playing this game at my friend's house who had a Dreamcast, so I ended up buying it when I got my own Dreamcast. Super fun. Here is Caution Seaman, which I covered in my Trippiest Games video. This is a game I think I found at a thrift store or something. Dark Cloud 2. It's actually a PlayStation 2 game. It's in a disc, so it's over here for some reason. We're down to PlayStation 1. We got Arthur, another Arthur game. Arthur's Ready to Race. Barbie Explorer, that was in a Goodwill Games. Board game Top Shot? Okay, we played this on a PB and Jeff episode. This game was actually super cool. Oh, here is, I covered this game in my rare expensive Japanese games video. King of Crusher, very strange game. Another Family Feud game? How many Family Feud games do I own? We have Final Fantasy 9. I actually never played that, so I don't know why I own it. The Game of Life. That was a fun PB and Jeff series. I'm getting some super nostalgia for PB and Jeff looking through some of these games. Harvest Moon Back to Nature. This is probably the best Harvest Moon. I'm just throwing that out there. I think that actually is legitimately the best Harvest Moon game. Here's Tendemo Incredible Crisis. I played this on stream as well as in the old weird Japanese games video or something. I actually can't even remember when I talked about it. I know I talked about it at some point, but I can't remember the exact video. Here's Irritating Stick, a super funny game. Another game we played on PB and Jeff. Lunar, I don't know what this is. I think one of my friends gave me this a long time ago and I had never played it. I have played Play with the Teletubbies though. Hell yeah! Here is The Simpsons Wrestling. This game sucks. Another game show game, Wheel of Fortune. What is this? Oh, this is that crappy Star Wars fighting game. Siphon Filter, I don't know what that is, even though I own it. It's kind of embarrassing how many games I own, and I've never played, and I don't even know what they are. But I don't know what it is. Same with Tenchu Stealth Assassins, don't know what that is, but I own it. Test Drive 5, yeah, don't know what that is. I don't know where I own that, why I own that, or where I bought it. Wheel of Fortune, this is the same Wheel of Fortune. I had the same game twice. Why I had the same game twice? Again. Why I have the same game twice? This is not even the first time this has happened. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? That was in a video, top 10 licensed games or something, I don't know. Mission to McDonald Land? Legitimately one of the weirdest games I've ever played in, at all. This was covered in my McDonald's games video. And then here is Super Pang Collection. I can't remember why I bought this. I think I covered this in, like, we played this in a Peebs video or something? I legitimately can't even remember. It wasn't even that long ago. Then there's a couple other random things down here. I've got the original Dark Seed box. I bought this after I had done the video. I wanted to have the big box version of Dark Seed. Super cool. Got some pins down here. Mario. We got some Awesome Manga Dio, one of my favorite anime. Katamari, Cuphead, Fallout, Zelda, Stardew Valley. I got a Discord partner thing down here. Normal Boots. Got some Arthur stuff, and I just recently got some of these caddy pins from the thing that he released. Got some other stuff up here. Is there any other games? We got Dark Seed 2 down here. Tactics Ogre, The Night of Lotus, one of my favorite games for the Game Boy Advance. Here's a random Furby game my wife got me from Japan. Got some soundtracks. Papa Goes to the Zoo. Oh, here's the Completionist Big Bad Bosses, as well as the that Luke Youngtown recently released. If you check this out, actually, I am literally the producer of this. If you're lucky, there might still be some of these copies of these CDs left that you can buy on from Luke. So check that out if you're interested. And I think that's it. Oh, no. We got Harvest Moon for the Game Boy. I actually played this game a long time. I mean, this was my first introduction to Harvest Moon, was my brother's copy of Harvest Moon for the Game Boy. It was literally just farming. But it was very interesting to me. It was interesting enough that once I finally ended up buying, or I should say, once the actual Game Boy Advance game was released, I was vaguely interested enough in it that I put it on my like Christmas wish list, Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, which ended up being one of my all-time favorite games. And I met my wife because of Harvest Moon. So it's very, very good that I ended up borrowing that Harvest Moon game from my brother when I was a kid, because now I'm married and I wouldn't have otherwise been. So you never know. A game you play when you're 5 years old could end up leading to you being married in the future. You know, it just works. Life is just like that sometimes.